Imagine, if you will, that it's the year 2030. Your morning doesn't start with the blare of an alarm clock, but rather with a personalized AI assistant that gently adjusts the lighting in your room to match your natural sleep cycle. This same system has already mapped out your day, optimizing your commute by, well, analyzing real-time traffic data collected and processed by municipal AI. It's even gone so far as to curate a breakfast plan, cross-referencing your health data from a smart wristband with whatever's in your smart refrigerator, and, flagging a potential allergen you didn't even realize was there. In this near future, artificial intelligence isn't just a novelty anymore. It's become the invisible, indispensable infrastructure of modern life, a sort of silent partner in countless daily decisions that, honestly, shape our lives in profound ways. As you step outside, an autonomous vehicle pulls up, its navigation system making, thousands of micro-decisions every single second. It's not just calculating the safest route, it's also making ethical judgments. Like today, it swerves to avoid a child who suddenly darts into the street, deciding that a minor collision with a parked delivery drone is, well, the least bad outcome. But, this decision wasn't made in the heat of the moment. It was pre-programmed, the result of countless hours of simulations and ethical frameworks designed by its creators. The car made its choice based on a predefined set of values, a moral compass really, embedded deep within its complex code. And that, honestly, forces us to ask a pretty critical question about this seamlessly integrated world we're building. Later that day, you apply for a small business loan through a digital portal, but your application isn't reviewed by a human loan officer. Instead, there's an AI algorithm that assesses your financial history, your business plan, and even social data points to figure out your creditworthiness. The decision comes back in just a few minutes, approved, but at a slightly higher interest rate than you expected. The AI determined your venture carried a certain level of risk, but, it can't really explain its reasoning the way a human could. The decisions they make are no longer just about efficiency, they're about what's right and what's wrong. The rapid acceleration of artificial intelligence has been, honestly, nothing short of breathtaking. For a lot of people, the first real encounter with sophisticated AI came in the form of conversational chatbots, systems that could generate human-like text answer questions, write poetry. These large language models like ChatGPT became overnight sensations, showing us a remarkable leap in what machines can actually do. But, those public-facing marvels are really just the tip of the iceberg. The real revolution is happening underneath it all. AI gets woven into the very fabric of our critical systems, moving far beyond simple text generation into areas of serious consequence and responsibility. Take the healthcare industry, for example. AI is now being used to analyze medical scans, MRIs, X-rays, to detect signs of diseases such as cancer. It does this with a speed and accuracy that can even surpass human radiologists. These systems learn from huge data sets of past images and diagnoses, spotting subtle patterns the human eye might totally miss. And in scientific research, AI is speeding up discovery of new drugs, materials, by simulating molecular interactions, something that would take humans decades. The world of transportation is also seeing a major transformation. Self-driving cars, autonomous trucking fleets, they're being tested and deployed on our roads today. Every moment, they're making decisions about speed, lane changes, how to react to unexpected events, making choices that can have life or death implications. The central, unavoidable question at the heart of the AI ethics dilemma is this: whose values are we embedding into these machines? An AI system doesn't just develop a moral compass on its own. It doesn't wake up one day with an innate sense of fairness, justice, compassion. Every ethical judgment an AI makes is a consequence of the data it was trained on, and the objectives its human creators programmed it to achieve. These are not neutral choices. They reflect culture, beliefs, priorities of a relatively small, often homogeneous group of developers, engineers, and corporations. Think about the immense data sets used to train these models, often scraped from the internet, human language, images, behavior. This data has the good, the bad, and the ugly. It contains our collective wisdom, but also deeply ingrained biases, stereotypes, prejudices about race, gender, culture. An AI trained on this will inevitably learn and reproduce those biases. If historical data shows a demographic was less likely to receive loans, an AI might learn to keep that pattern going. Not because it's malicious, but because it optimizes for the patterns it was shown. The issue grows because the tech industry lacks diversity, so their worldview becomes the default. The wisdom of crowds shows diverse groups solve problems better and make fewer big errors. They're the creator's values, which can lead to unfair or harmful systems for those outside that group. Ultimately, the ghost in the machine is us. It's our collective history, our societal structures, and our personal blind spots, all captured in data and code. The theoretical concerns about AI ethics aren't just, abstract thought experiments. They're already showing up as real-world problems. Early systems were notoriously inaccurate with darker skin tones and women. When used by law enforcement, false accusations, wrongful arrests. One of the most unsettling challenges in AI ethics is what has come to be known as the black box problem. Many of the most advanced AI systems, especially those based on deep learning and neural networks, operate in ways that are, fundamentally opaque, even to the engineers who created them. An AI can be fed an enormous amount of data, and it can produce a highly accurate output, a diagnosis, a credit score. However, if you ask the system why it reached that specific conclusion, it often cannot provide a clear, human-understandable explanation. This lack of transparency is, deeply problematic. Imagine an AI denies someone a mortgage. The applicant has a right to know the reason. Without explainability, there is no way to check the system's work, appeal its decision, or identify if it acted on a biased pattern. When a self-driving car causes an accident or a medical AI misdiagnoses a patient, who is responsible? Without the ability to dissect the AI's decision-making process, assigning responsibility becomes, incredibly difficult. This accountability gap undermines trust. Efforts are underway to develop explainable AI, or XAI, a field focused on creating new techniques to peer inside the black box. The goal is to build models that can provide justifications for their decisions, making their internal logic more transparent and auditable. However, there is often a trade-off. The most powerful and accurate models tend to be the least transparent, while simpler, more explainable models may not be as effective. In response to the growing awareness of AI's potential pitfalls, a global effort is underway to establish rules and frameworks for its ethical development and deployment. These documents typically revolve around a core set of pillars: fairness, transparency and explainability, robustness, accountability. Beyond principles, tools help put ideas into practice, measuring energy and carbon footprints, auditing data sets for bias, and testing models for discriminatory outcomes. There's a growing call for government regulation and independent oversight, mandating transparency, regular audits in critical sectors, and clear legal liability. Just as we regulate food and aviation, we need robust rules of the road for artificial intelligence to ensure it is developed and used safely and responsibly for everyone. While we work to build ethical frameworks and technical safeguards, we must confront a deeper, more philosophical challenge. Is it even possible to teach a machine a universal sense of right and wrong? Morality is not a fixed mathematical equation. Deeply contextual, culturally dependent, often highly personal. Collectivist perspective, sacrifice one to save many. Individualist perspective, protect the owner at all costs. No single answer satisfies everyone, yet the car must choose. When tech is deployed globally, whose values take precedence? Values where it's designed, values where it's used. A more realistic goal: transparent systems that disclose embedded values, and systems that allow human oversight and intervention. Don't make machines the ultimate moral arbiters. Build tools that augment human ethical decision-making, offering data and analysis, but leaving final judgment to people. The conversation about the future of artificial intelligence ethics should not be confined to corporate boardrooms, university labs, or government committees. Because this technology will affect everyone, everyone deserves a voice. First, educate yourself. Raise awareness. Read articles, watch documentaries, listen to talks, discuss with friends, family, colleagues. Ask critical questions about the AI systems you interact with daily. When a platform recommends content to you, ask why. Look for policies on data and transparency. Second, support organizations promoting responsible AI, nonprofits, research institutes, advocacy groups. You can donate, volunteer your time, amplify their message. Vote with your wallet by supporting companies committed to ethical AI. Finally, make your voice heard by policymakers. Write, call, attend forums. Advocate for policies that protect privacy, ensure fairness, demand transparency, locally and nationally, so governance reflects the will of the people. The path we are on is not predetermined. The future of artificial intelligence, A force for unprecedented good or a source of systemic inequity is not yet written. We are living in a pivotal moment. The decisions we make today will have a lasting impact for generations to come. The code being written now, the datasets being compiled, the regulations being debated, will form the foundation of a world increasingly managed by intelligent machines. We are, collectively, the architects of this future. So focus on present harms, champion transparency, demand explainability, and create robust oversight.